So if you keep your price something more than the competitor, definitely you're gonna lose your customers. The more the competition, lesser the price. The lesser the competition, more the price. That is called as extent of competition. You cannot fix your price according to your wish. You need to always take care about the government and its legal regulations. 5 rupees to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 15. What is that I'm doing? My main focus is on what? Maximize the profit. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidyashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Now in this session we're going to learn something about pricing and what are the factors which determines the pricing policy here. The first thing here we have is called the product cost. Now what exactly the product cost is? The cost which is incurred for manufacturing a product is also one of a factor which determines the price. That is, what is the total cost to manufacture the product? Total cost incurred to manufacture a product. The next one is the utility and demand. Is there the utility and is there any demand for the product? Now the more the utility and demand for the product, now what will happen is the price will also be more. So this is also one of the factor which determines the pricing things. Next is extent of competition in the market. Now what happens is you need to understand competition is there everywhere, right? Competition is there everywhere. The more the competition, the more the cutthroat practice of the pricing. That is, if there are too much competition, usually what happens is pricing will be less. Reason is, in the market you have too many competition. So if you keep your price something more than the competitor, definitely you're gonna lose your customers. So what will happen is the more the players are there, that is the sellers are more, the people who are actually selling the product in a cheaper way, what happens is your product, though it is good, usually it will come down. So it is also one of the factor. The next factor is the government at the large. The reason why the government is coming, why there is a legal regulation, because the government, they don't want any of the seller or the manufacturer to exploit anything from the customers. That means there should be no unfair trade practice. What is it? Unfair trade practice should not be there. So government and legal regulation are always a hindrance when you go with pricing. The next one is pricing objectives. You need to understand what are the objectives of pricing. Now the main objective of pricing is to maximize profit. To maximize, right? Maximize what? Profit. So the minute they want to maximize profit, what is that they need to do? They need to always think about the selling price. Now the selling price is more. Now what will happen is the profit maximization is more. But what usually happens is if you keep your selling price more than other players, that is your competition or the competitors, then what will happen is definitely you will lose your customers. But still, this is also a factor which influence pricing. The last one is marketing methods used. Now the way you have used your marketing, that will actually tell what exactly your pricing will be, whether you have done with your digital marketing or the way of door-to-door marketing. Usually what happens is digital marketing will require too much expenses where it compares to door-to-door marketing. But here also what happens is it is also a factor which affects the pricing determination. So we have the following, that is product cost, that is we only go with total cost, how much is the total cost, then we add on to the profit and then the selling price will be taken. Next is utility and demand. The more the people are using the product, that means there is a demand of the product. When demand is there, then definitely the manufacturer or the seller will take the undue advantages of the product and they enhance the product so that the many people will come and they'll buy. So what happens is the pricing will automatically be increased, and then I'll tell you what will happen. The customers also, when pricing is more, many of the customers here in India, what happens is if you give them a product which is really good but the pricing is little less, they won't buy. If you give them something which is more costlier than anything, people will oftenly go and they buy the product. This is the mentality of the Indians. That means what? Anything given sasta, they feel that it is the quality is less. Anything given in mehenga, that is more, then they feel that it is really good. So the factors we will study one by one. What exactly the first one? The first one is product cost. Here generally all marketing firms strive to cover all their costs. What is that they do? They want to cover all their costs. Now I'll tell you what exactly the cost all things will be, right? Here if you go with it, total cost plus profit is equal to selling price. Okay, you need to know what exactly this cost is, right? Now this cost is divided into two categories. One is total fixed cost and total variable cost. Understand this carefully, total fixed cost and total variable cost. Now here what happens is you have something called the semi-variable cost and semi-fixed cost. What is that? Semi-variable as well as semi-fixed cost is there. So what happens here is there are few costs which are 100% fixed cost and there are few which are called semi-fixed cost. In the same time, here also TVC you have something called 100% variable cost and semi-variable cost. The logic behind this is if you add total fixed cost and total variable cost, right, if you add, you get 100%, right? So this is what the cost is. There are broadly three types of costs. Fixed cost, as I told you about this fixed cost, then total variable cost, and you have semi variable cost. Now semi fixed cost is also there for your syllabus. We have not covered semi fixed cost, so just think about total fixed cost, total variable cost and semi variable cost. So these costs are there, and whatever is incurred here, what is the total of total variable cost, total fixed cost, that both if they add you will get something called total cost. Now this is what is called product cost. Everybody want to cover up the product cost. I'll give you an example here. Say example, total cost for a pen is 10, say 20 rupees is a pen, that is the total cost, and you are selling it for 25 rupees. Okay, that means pricing is what? The product cost is a factor which influence the pricing. Why did you keep 25 rupees? Because you wanted to cover your total cost. Now in this total cost, everything is added. What are added? Added in the sense you have total fixed cost, total variable cost and semi variable cost. Everything is put together, it is 20. Now what is the profit you get? The profit is 5. Now this is what the profit objective is. Now this we call it as product cost. The next one is the utility and demand. I told you about the things. The more the consumer is using a product and he feels that the product is good. The product is good. Okay. Now he feels the product is good. So what exactly happens is he will definitely buy, he'll purchase. When there is too much buying ability, too much purchasing, now definitely what happens is the pricing will be what? The pricing will be what? It will be more. Reason is very simple. Even after the pricing is too much, people are intent to buy. Now go with any example like you have a 1 liter milk. Now these are the products from ages people are buying. Now earlier, say in 1990s, right, the utility and demand, 1990s, 1 liter milk, you need to compare how much was the cost, and 2020s, right, how much is the cost. So that this particular gap only will tell you from how much it has actually come. Again, what happens is utility is there, demand is there. And one more example I'll give you. Say you are taking about 1 liter milk. Just go with this. 1 liter water. Now the water which was like a basic need, which was free, now how much they charge for 1 liter? Understand that things, that is utility and demand. In US there are few states where, see, USA in the sense, USA, United States of America, you have 50 states which are united, right? So in US there are few states where oxygen is being sold. The reason is what? Utility and demand. See, this is what the utility and demand is all about. So the buyer may be ready to pay up. What is it? The buyer may be ready to pay up to the point where the utility of the product is at least equal. What is it? Equal to the sacrifices made in term of the price paid. Now understand, milk or water or any kind of a things, whatever it is, if the buyer feels that okay, it is fine to actually give 20 rupees or 30 rupees or even 50 rupees, but let me actually have that we call it as what? The utility and demand. Next one we have is extent of competition in the market. Extent of competition in the market. Now understand the competition process here. The more the competitors are, what usually happens is the price is quoted less. If in that business competition is very less, now what happens is the price will definitely be in the pinnacle. So that means what? The more the competition, lesser the price. The lesser the competition, more the price. That is called as extent of competition. Now understand this logic here. Now let's go with an example. Now the example is very simple. You have the product called television. Okay, television is your product. Now let's go with television in the sense TV. Now in the entire market there are say only two companies which are selling, companies who are selling televisions. Now what will happen is the total cost plus profit is equal to selling price. We are thinking about selling price. Okay, now the selling price is too much. The reason is what? In the entire market there are only two companies. Now supposingly there are 32 companies. Instead of two companies, now we have 32 companies. Now again the same process, the same formula, total cost plus profit is equal to selling price. Now what happens is there are 32 companies. Now you need to understand how much is their selling price. You need to compare their selling price and their quality, their product, now quality, okay, and their product, everything you will actually compare, and then you will determine. Now usually what will happen is the selling price will definitely come down. The minute selling price comes down, what is it? Your profit will also come down. So that is what it is here. If the selling price increases, definitely your profit will also increase. That means what it is, the price will tend to reach the upper limit. The price will tend to lead to the upper limit in case there is a lesser degree of competition. That means what? If there are less competition, the competitor are very less, product is in demand, people really need it. So what happens is the selling price is more. So the factor is what? Less competitor, more the prices. But what happens in the reverse order? The thing is now there are too many competition. 32 companies have come. Earlier only two companies were there. Now it is 32 companies. Now what happens is the cost price, you are supposed to get the cost price whatever you have invested. Now you need to get profit also, but you will not get the profit the way that only two companies used to be there. Now it is 32 companies. You need to now see their selling price. All the 32 companies you need to compare. 32 companies you need to compare and then tell what is their selling price, what is the quality, how is the product, everything you will determine, and then you will set your selling prices here. While under condition, okay, under conditions of free competition means anybody can come, anybody can sell, the prices will tend to be set at the lowest level. So this is one of the factor for price determination. Next we have government and legal regulation. See, the word government is there. Why is that government is there? India is a democratic country. India is what? Democratic country. Now in the democratic country, what happens is it is the duty of the government to check any unfair trade practice. Unfair trade practice. Now if they feel that there is somewhere the company or whoever it is, they're going with unfair trade practice, now the government need to put a full stop and then they need to go with the repricing, that is quotation of repricing. Now understand here, in order to protect the interest of public against unfair practice in the field of price fixing, government can intervene, government can come in between and regulate the price of the commodities. Now it is not just commodities, even to any product. Now let's go with one of the pricing. See, I only spoke about television and all. Let's go with onions, right? Now onions. Now if I go with this, onions has a product and that is a commodity. So if we go with it, what exactly happens to onions? Now demand is more and supply is less. What will happen is definitely the pricing is more, but even normal public should afford for the onions. Now what is that the government will do? Now there is something called a ceiling, what we call it as ceiling, that is the upper limit. Now if the price will actually hit the upper limit, now the government should intervene. The government will come, they'll check everything, why the 100 rupees has reached, what is that government should do, because government is what? It's a duty. What is that duty? Unfair trade practice should not be followed, should be strictly avoided. It should be like you should have a proper policing with the government regulations. Now what will happen is, what are the other things the government can do? The government will intervene and they'll check and they'll actually regulate the price of commodities. So again, government will also play a very important role in fixing of prices. You cannot fix your price according to your wish. You need to always take care about the government and its legal regulations. Next one we have is pricing objectives. What is this pricing objectives? Objectives are many. Now you have skimming, you have profitability maximization, wealth maximization, profit maximization. You can go with any of the reserves of place. All those are there, but what exactly the objective the company is looking for, what exactly the objective the manufacturer is looking for, you need to determine the objective first. That is, pricing objective are another important factor which affects the fixation of the price of a product or a service. Generally, the objective is stated to be the maximum profit. That is, you need to maximize what? Profit. Now, maximizing profit in the sense, what is it? It's the same kind of a thing. Total cost plus profit is equal to selling price. Now, your pricing objective is what? To maximize profit. Supposingly, 20 is the total cost plus you are selling it for 35 rupees. Now, profit is your 15. Now understand, this is what is the pricing objective. Now I have given you here, one is you need to survive. When you need to survive, what is that you will do is, I'll give you here 20 plus 2 rupees is equal to 22. Now the 2 rupees is a profit which you are fine because you are surviving. Now maximizing current profit. Now what happens is 20 plus 5 rupees is equal to 25. Now you are maximizing the profit here. Next, maximum market shares. Now what happens is, again you are actually you are only thinking about the profit. Market skimming, I'll tell you here, 20 plus 7 is equal to 27. Now you have 20 plus 10 is equal to 30. Now here, product quality leadership. Now the best product it is equal to 35. Now what is that you are doing right now? This is your objective. The total cost is the same, 20 rupees. But what is that you are doing? Your selling price changes according to your pricing objective. Now for survival, 2 rupees is all enough, I can survive. Now maximum current profit, now I increase whatever it was. From 2 rupees I have gone to 5 rupees, 5 rupees to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 15. What is that I am doing? My main focus is on what? Maximize the profit. I can only go with maximize, but it will happen only when there is a demand. It will only happen when less competitors are there. It will only happen when my product quality is really good. Quality is there. Okay, so only then it will happen. So pricing objective is all what? Pricing objectives are another important factor which affects the fixation. Why? Because the main thing is what? To maximize the profit. There are many people who actually go with this. Next one is marketing method use. Now marketing method use in the sense, what are the techniques which we use so that the pricing will actually have a impact. Now understand this. Distribution system. One is what? Distribution system. Quality or salesman employed. Quality of salesman employed in the sense, now what happens, I'll tell you. Every cost, okay, plus your profit. Say let's go with total cost. Let's maintain the same thing. Total cost is equal to selling price. Okay. Now quality and amount of advertising, sales promotion efforts, type of packaging, product differentiation, credit facility, and customer service provided. Now what is that they are calculating? They are calculating your total cost. Total fixed cost, total variable cost. Whatever right now I told you, distribution system, quality of salesman employed. Now quality of salesman employed means you are supposed to give salary to the qualified employees. Next is quality and amount of advertising. You are supposed to advertise your product. So what is that they are doing? They are calculating the total cost. When the total cost is more, definitely what happens is there is a fixation price which is selling price which have an impact. The reason is total cost is only more. You are supposed to add everything to the total cost, then only you can actually go with selling price. That means here, say the product to manufacture a product, it is say 20 rupees. But you have your employees, you are going with advertisement, you are going with so many other things. So what is that you should do? You should always add. What is that you should do? You should always add say 2 rupees for advertisement, say 2 rupees for packaging, for 1 rupee for labeling. Now what will happen? The total cost is 20 plus 2 is 22, 23, 24, 25. Now your total cost becomes 25 rupees. The reason is what? Marketing methods used. So these are the things which you are supposed to consider. Then what will happen is, plus you should have profit. Now it is called selling price. So there is an impact. See from 20 rupees, now it has come to 25 rupees. The reason is marketing method used. So these are the pricing determination which you are supposed to know. Price will change the minute you want your profit to be more. Price will change the minute you are adding your total cost. Price will change because of competition. Price will change because of demand and utility. Price will change because of your competitors' pricing. Now understand, and the price will definitely change if there is a government regulation. So students, these are the things which really affects the pricing determination, and if you write this, you will get your 8 marks. Thank you so much. Till then, I'll see you when I see you.